Thank you. I love you too. I appreciate you, babies. Grand Rising. So, look, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand? Also, I got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee that you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? Also, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time for you to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Now, before we hop into all the messages that I have for you, I do want to thank you. I want to thank you for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes. I appreciate your appreciation in real time. You understand me? I appreciate all the love that y'all show as well. You understand? As well as sending people in my direction. I appreciate you. Also, I do want to say this. May 7th, Greensboro, North Carolina, I'm so ready to interact with you. I'm so ready to actually be face to face with you. So I appreciate all of y'all who have purchased your tickets. But best believe we're going to make certain memories together, all right? Also, Orlando, Florida, we still have some tickets left. I'm coming to your city soon. The link is in my bio. Baltimore, Maryland. I added another show because the initial one got sold out. So I'm coming to your city. July, I'm on. You heard me. So best believe I'm coming there physically. Now, I do still have some slots available for our virtual courses, our virtual classes. Again, it's a small setting. But if you can't actually be there physically in my presence, we going to definitely be virtually, all right? And during those courses, I'll be able to answer certain questions, provide certain clarity for you. But again, it's for those parents or working individuals that may not always be able to make those physical moves, all right? So best believe I'm going to add more cities soon. But right now, next up, Greensboro, North Carolina. Orlando, Florida. We already sold out our show for Georgia. I'm going to come back to you too. But Baltimore, Maryland, I added another show. You heard me. So I'm definitely appreciate you. Now look, we got a few downloads, right? But I got to go with what's coming out first. See, everything is starting to make sense to you. And I could feel your energy. I'm trying to tell you, y'all feel oh so beautiful. Y'all feeling like y'all's original selves again. And I ain't talking about back before you went through all that hell and all of that. I'm talking about you finding you starting to get to know you, as well as you certainly starting to face certain fears that other people were projecting on you. You understand me? And we're going to talk about that, right? So there's certain situations, whether or not it started when you was a child, whether or not it came from your parents or the person that you currently entertaining right now. There's certain insecurities that was instilled in you that kept you scared to make certain moves. You may have been a divine feminine, but you was out here acting like you ain't one love to come in. You was out here having your guards up to certain men or women based upon your preference. But it almost feels like you starting to tap into a true softer side of you. Divine feminines, we gonna start with you. You starting to actually learn that you could be submissive, but to the right individuals. See, you tried that before. But the other individuals that you previously tried that with, they was in no position to lead you. Shit, they didn't even know what was leading them to make the moves that they chose to do. So you allowed somebody who didn't know themselves to try to get to know you. You sat there and wanted to take certain risks, but you took risks with the wrong individuals. So now you had your walls up, your guards up. You was talking about you was giving love up. You was just focused on your funds. There's certain individuals that try to entertain you, but you wasn't entertaining none. Like, you really had your guards up based upon that previous person. Now you starting to realize that you having your guard up ain't worth it, because all you doing is allowing them to win and have power over you still. So now you starting to get healed. Now certain things is getting revealed. Now you open to letting other individuals lead you, because you already led and allowed God to lead you to these individuals. See, when you know that you healed, and you no longer allowing what you went through to have control over you. Now you know that you're not going to make the same moves that you used to do. See, you was scared that you was making the wrong choices again. You was scared that you was going to attract the same type of man. But now all of a sudden you starting to realize that once you heal within, what comes in is healed too. It only had to, you was pausing your progression. It was nobody else but you. Because when you stop allowing those fears to lead you and allow God to guide you, now you starting to realize that you aligning with your true divine boo. So you tapping into a softer side, and I'm proud of you. Now you actually speaking your truths, where you may have been scared to shoot your shot to other individuals based upon who previously abandoned you or who previously looked over you. Now you know that you the choice, not no option. So your ass is no longer confused. Now you actually, again, allowing people to come in. Allowing people to show love to you. You ain't got to be technically in love with them right away, but you allowing them to truly show you why they should be selected for that place. You understand me? So you starting to get into a girl. I'm trying to tell you, divine feminines, you starting to truly tap into your divine feminine energy, which means you may start to dress differently, whereas before you could have been a tomboy. Shit, I know that I am. But now that you been attracted to your divine masculine, now you're allowing that femininity to overflow you. Now you wanting to try out new looks, certain looks that other people told you that you couldn't do. Now you starting to feel yourself while they feeling you too. I'm trying to tell you. You heard me. Now you starting to truly see that it wasn't what you was doing, it was who you was doing it with. You wasn't supposed to give up on love. You was just supposed to stop loving them. You wasn't supposed to sit there and have your guards up to the right ones. You was supposed to have your guard up so those individuals that was trying to prey on you didn't have access to you. Now you know who you can trust, all because you trusted God. I'm trying to tell you. You heard me. Now also, divine masculines, I ain't forget about you either, because I'm proud of you too. You had certain past boos do certain devious things to you. They could have used you for money. They could have used you for protection. Meanwhile, they wasn't giving you no respect, and that love was absent. Now you starting to feel you too. Now you starting to realize what you can and cannot do. See, now you realize that you can be anything that you want to be. All the pieces was inside you. You know that you now in a position to lead. And now these divine feminines are allowing you to do so. See, when you with the right soul, everything's going to flow naturally. When you with your true divine boo, they going to give you encouragement, and they going to encourage you to make certain moves. See, they had partners. See, divine feminines, you could have been boosting up certain masculines in the past tense, but they ain't believe it within. So when you told them everything that they could do, they lacked that they can get it. Whereas now you running into a true divine masculine that hears what you say and can comprehend those things. And now he's making certain changes. Now again, you sitting there telling him that he has the ability to lead. See, he's been leading the wrong individuals. They led him to some certain misery. Now all of a sudden, you divine masculines are starting to believe in yourself again. Now you again are starting to realize what you can and cannot do. You can do anything you put your mind to, but you cannot no longer connect to these so-so ass individuals. You feeling yourself. You starting to walk with your head up, chest all poked out. Now you making certain moves. Certain people are wondering what route you about to take, but you keeping quiet because you know exactly what they trying to do. Certain people try to get certain information from you to try to block you from making certain moves. So whereas before you could have felt like you had to be secretive, see, we going to talk about the difference, right? Divine feminines, divine masculines, I'm talking to my chosen ones. Before you had to be quiet, or those partners you was with kept you hidden in a sense, so that they still had the opportunity to do what they wanted to do and entertain other individuals while entertaining you. Now all of a sudden you starting to feel you no longer connected to those toxic ass individuals, but you still gonna realize you gonna want to be silent. Why? Because you enjoying these experiences now. Now you no longer worried about what other people's opinions of are you now. You no longer seeking validation in these so-so ass individuals. You no longer allowing these people to experience your ups when they sat there and abandoned you when you was going through certain things. You no longer allowing that to win. You understand me? So now you starting to view things differently. See, you not denying your true divine partner. You're not trying to hide them. What you're trying to do is embrace them and enjoy them. You're no longer wanting those so-so energies to have a look in because they don't have the same access to the information that God given you. Because again, in order to know better, they will have intuition. They don't got the same tools as you. See, these demons ain't feeling shit. That's why they act in a certain type of way. They don't get the same downloads on you. That's why they watch you every single day. They try to catch certain blues, clues, try to see what you trying to do so they could try to come in between you and your divine boo. But God's not even giving them no hints. You heard me. So that's why, again, you're going to go from being secretive or with somebody's secret to now to this person. You just want to be silent because you don't want certain people to be intertwined with it. You different, chosen ones. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you, see, a lot of you feel your divine boo coming in energetically, but some of them may have not physically presented themselves as of yet. Why? Because you still had the past slightly still connected. And even if you wasn't talking to your past boo, you still was replaying in your head what they did towards you. You kept rethinking what they did. And if a certain person came in and they had similarities to them, you sat there and tried to have them responsible for what they other individuals put you through way before this new person even got to know you. You're not putting that weight on them. You're not going to have them carrying somebody else's bags because you had certain things within that you didn't heal. Now that you finally are healing you, now God's going to start revealing to you who you're supposed to be making these moves with. But again, you're going to feel them energetically before they physically even come in because you are connected on a 5D. That's certain things that these 3D ass energies can't see. I'm trying to tell you. So if you wake up feeling like love, if you wake up knowing that you are love, if you wake up just feeling like somebody's about to be presented to you, know that you feeling your divine boo. He or she about to make their moves to you. You heard me? Know that. And the enemy knows it too. But again, they going to watch you to try to get certain clues, but we no longer giving that to them. See, I want to give you a perspective on why certain things was happening, right? If you've been feeling in your feelings lately, where now you actually are starting to put pieces together. Now you accepting that you and your past person didn't belong together. Now you starting to take accountability on what you was accepting from these individuals and why you was allowing negativity to be connected. Now that you starting to see certain things clearly now, that trauma is gone. Now you're going to realize what God was doing all along. See, this next stage and phase is going to require you to use your intuition too. Because as you see, certain people are trying to use technology against you. See, I want you to realize that the devil don't have access to feelings. That's why certain songs try to tell you not to use them. That's why these demons try to tell you that your intuition was wrong, no matter how many times you seen that shit was right. See, they didn't want you to use your intuition because they knew if you did, they would not even be in that fight. They knew that they couldn't come close. You heard me. So what did they try to do? Because they didn't have access to the same information or insight as you, they try to persuade you not to use it. You felt certain things intuitively. God showed you what they planned to do to you before they had access to do it. But again, a lot of these people try to persuade you not to use it. Now you starting to realize that your intuition and your discernment, that's your superpowers. That's something that nobody else really has. Especially these individuals who sold their soul to the devil's dumbass. I'm trying to tell you. You heard me. So anytime somebody try to tell you FBs and F dudes get money, they try to finesse you. You heard me. When they try to tell you not to use your feelings, they try to make you not use what God gave you. That's your natural gifts. That's a prize, you understand, that they don't have. So now they want you to not use it so that you could stay confused with their ass. You not doing it no more. Now when God tells you to move, you move right away. Soon as God tells you, no matter what fear tells you to try to not make those moves that day, you doing it. Now certain things you feeling intuitively too. Certain people that you scared that when you speak out and tell your truth, they going to deny you. You no longer letting that stop you. You doing it. You heard me. And I'm trying to tell you, you not realizing that behind the scenes, you are making a change. See, soon as you think about certain people who try to lose weight, right? Now, they see themselves every day. So therefore, to them, when they look in the mirror, they not seeing certain changes. But all of a sudden, somebody, a stranger or somebody you familiar with, cross paths with you, start complimenting you on the weight that you lost, and now you confused because you ain't see it about you because you see that shit every day. Now you starting to realize certain energies is at play, chosen ones. Now you starting to realize, damn, you can have confidence in you. You starting to celebrate those small successes that you had because they led to big moves. You no longer waiting for the big bang in a sense. Now you are celebrating every small experience that you get because you know that that's the stepping stone to get to where God got you to go. You hear me? So make sure that you, again, celebrating you, but also acknowledging certain energy changes within you. Now you starting to see certain things clearly. Now you starting to feel certain things energetically. You heard me? So just know, again, the devil's going to try to finesse you. Try to get you to not use your intuition, not have you use your feelings. They're going to have you emotional, which emotions means you all over in a sense. There's no control. But your feelings is different. You actually listening. You are starting to acknowledge your feelings that you have with it. All these barriers that you put up, you now starting to put down. Them swords that you had out, now you starting to realize that everybody that comes to you is not an enemy of you. Everybody who comes to you doesn't intend the same things for you. But that's how the devil tries to finesse you, because he tries to have you on guard with people who's trying to bless you. You better know the difference. But in order to know the difference, you had to go within. Now, chosen ones, let me tell you what's about to happen. See, I told you technology is going to go down. But before it does, there's going to be certain things that happen. See, people talking about this AI, how people can use your voice and do that. See, that only AI I acknowledge is Iverson. You heard me. But we got to be honest. There's certain technology that tries to take the soul out of things. There's certain technology that people use to finesse other individuals out of things. You heard me. Thank you, babies. So I want you to realize why you are starting to feel things so vividly. Why you're starting to have all these vivid dreams. You heard me. I'm telling you, a lot of you have been having dreams lately. And it's like, damn, these dreams seem so real. Or you seeing past people, certain truths are starting to get revealed. You starting to feel things. That is your superpower. That's what's going to have you survive this next level. You hear me? Because I'm trying to tell you, technology technically is the devil. They try to take feelings out of things. You got to think. When you start to text, no longer talking to people, there is a disconnect. When you no longer physically around people, there's a disconnect. So then that's options for the devil to step in and try to interject and cause confusions. So now you're going to have to truly disconnect from technology in a sense, as well as you're going to have to go based upon your intuitive feelings. Because I'm trying to tell you, if y'all ain't seen them having these AI simulators, do you know what that means? Do you know what they truly trying to do? A lot of these government agencies and certain people, they try to clone you. So the only thing missing from those clones is the soul in you. So they try to have you put these AI simulators over your face so that they could try to create you in a sense. And if you are not familiar with what I'm talking about, then you need to Google that shit. You need to research that shit. They try to create a duplicate you, but they can't duplicate what's within. So that's why at all times it's very important for you to trust your intuition. At all times it's very important for you to listen and go within. Because those people who are out here soulless, they don't have the same access to information and insight like you. They don't got the divine in them. That's why they trying to become you. You have to know better. You hear me? Even if you hear a certain voice, you have to know that person to the point where you can distinguish if it's them or somebody trying to cast certain illusions. You hear me? You have to know it. See, again, you are realizing why these past seasons God had you learning your intuition, why he told you it was so important to go within, because you have to feel the difference. Just like you feel a difference between you and your divine boo, you're starting to realize those people that you used to have butterflies with It wasn't the butterflies that you assume. See, butterflies don't come in the form of your stomach bubbling. You heard me. See, if you got butterflies and feel like you gotta go to the bathroom, then that's God telling you that some shit's about to come through. Some shit's about to go down. Some shit that you need to move. You understand me? Certain things that you shouldn't have within you or even have access to you. Now, all of a sudden, you starting to align with your true divine boo or finding the true divine in you, and you realizing that the butterflies is not the same that you felt with those past individuals. See, those butterflies that you was feeling before was signs and red flags that God was trying to show you. You heard me. So I want you to trust your intuition. Go based upon how you feel when you with this individual. Go based upon how you feel intuitively. And God's going to send certain signs and synchronicities as a confirmation to you. You heard me. So if you're wondering if this person truly likes me, or God, is this supposed to be my husband or my wifey? And all of a sudden you see 111, 555, or certain songs come in that intertwine, you starting to realize, okay, God, I don't need no more confirmations. See, a lot of you, just like when your past boos, you had certain signs that they was doing you grimy too. Certain signs that God came through, but you chose not to listen to them. You hear me? So now you was scared. Now you was unsure, but I'm trying to tell you, you healed you so that karma and consequences and karmics can't come to you no more. You are divinely protected, chosen ones. You hear me? So you had to use your intuition. You had to use your feelings. You can't keep questioning what God's telling you. Just like he told you that those people that you was connected to was trying to be grimy to you, was going to cheat on you, was stealing from you, was going to beat on you. Even people, let's talk, chosen ones. I want you to stop reading or watching certain things that are always negative. So if you keep going to this, watching these tarot card readers, or these pastors, or these prophetess, or these prophets, so on and so forth, or your family or your friends, and every time you talk to them, they got a negative message. Every time they talk to you, at the end of that conversation, you stressing. I want you to stop going to people who are always talking about your past people and what they currently going through based upon the fact that they crossed you. We already know what God's going to do. God already promised you that anybody that goes against his divine crew is going to feel that wrath. So you don't have to keep going back, checking your shoulder or seeing what's happening in that hand. If you knew that God don't play about you, you don't have to keep going back. You understand me? So stop going to certain people, certain readers, certain family, certain preachers, certain people that want to keep telling you what your past boo's doing or what they intended you, and telling you about how these people's doing black magic on you. You already knew that. You already know that, but what you don't know is every time you give them attention, they have access to you. So if you stop acknowledging these individuals, they get permanently removed. You understand me? But every time you go back, re-click on their page, or every time you talk about what they send in your way, you're acknowledging them. If you don't acknowledge them, they don't exist. They only have power based upon the fact that you giving power to them. So every time something happens, they got you in an illusion that it's them doing these things successfully. It's not. Your car messed up. It's not them. That could be part of the divine's plot. Maybe he knew that you was going to go see those individuals who was targeting you. Maybe he knew that you was going to go and entertain that person who truly wasn't for you, or you was going to go and spin this, or you was going to go do that. So God had certain things paused in a sense. It wasn't those negative people successfully doing this shit to you. God was using these things to honestly have them have their karma come. Because the more that they thought that they was getting over on you, the more that they thought that this magic was working on you, means the lower that they was going. So God was going to have them permanently removed. This was on behalf of you. So if you stop acknowledging these individuals, there's no way, shape, or form they have power over you. Stop saying so-and-so's making me sick. Whole time your ass went in the shower, washed your hair, and then slept in front of a fan. So now you giving power to them when that shit came from you. You understand me? Or again, something so small happening with your car. You're not even realizing it's a small fix. If those people that was really sending shit your way had that shit stick, they would have had it that your car would have blew up or that you would have got in an accident. So on and so forth. Stop giving power to them. They got no power over you. It's just an illusion that they try to put you on or put you through to make you feed, because what you think happens. Your mind is the manifester. So if you keep giving them attention, if you keep acknowledging them and acknowledging their existence, that's when you're going to feel like the shit that they sending is sticking. It's not. Cut that out. You hear me? Stop focusing about them and focus on yourself. When you get so consumed in you, you're not going to pay attention to even think about what these individuals intend to do. It don't matter. They don't got access to you. And if you stop clicking on their page, they won't be able to have that energy renewed. You heard me? So, chosen ones, stop that. It's all about you this season. You starting to feel yourself. You starting to love yourself again. You starting to believe in yourself again. You trusting your intuition again. You calling your true divine partner in. You sitting there now getting presented for certain positions and opportunities are flowing in. Stop worrying about who's out here trying to imitate you. They ain't you. We know that. And these people gonna mess around and blow a fuse trying to be you. You know that. You are one of one. You heard me? So stop giving them attention. Okay, they stealing your work. Cool. They don't got the same delivery as you. And anybody who knows better can see through these individuals too. They talking about, oh, see, I'm trying to tell you, there's certain people that used to act like you was the imposter, but you really was the blueprint. There's certain people that persuaded people that you was stealing from them, but really they was doing everything that you was doing. I'm trying to tell you, people are starting to see the truth. Now these people are starting to complain about other individuals doing the same shit that they did to you. It handles itself. You ain't got to worry about that. All you got to do is go within. Trust your intuition. Feel yourself again. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you, everything, God blows the cover. God blows the cover every time. He don't want you out here wasting your time trying to persuade these nobody ass individuals that these people are trying to steal your life. You know that. You know that. But when you stop, so I want you to think about a stage, right? You know how there's certain people who are in the theater and they on stage and that light is following them around. So from the crowd who's in the dark, it looks like that person got that light. From the crowd that's in the dark, it looks like that person is playing that part. But little do they know, as they get closer to the stage, as they start to get in the light and that darkness fades away, they look up and they realize that it's somebody on top that's controlling that spotlight. See, people are starting to realize that you have been the light the whole time. That you giving them attention was the reason why these people look like they was shining. When you took your light back and started putting it on your ass, people started to realize that those people was in lack, that they was just trying to be you. But again, stop sitting there trying to persuade these people that's in this dark ass crowd your truth. You don't gotta prove yourself to nobody. Why prove yourself to these people when God already knows who you are and knows that you're going to prevail? Why sit there and try to persuade the demons to select you? Why would you sit there and try to persuade these demons to choose you? You understand me? We not doing that. You've been the light the whole time. And people are starting to realize that, because when you finally stop putting your light on them, stop giving them attention, stop giving them access to you, stop speaking about what they doing towards you, these individuals no longer have that light. The light is all on you. You heard me. If they could sit there and again, if these people was really like that, then these things that they did wouldn't come with them talking shit about you. When it came with them trying to steal from you, when it came from them trying to downplay you, all they did was bring more attention to you. So now those people that they sent towards you now see your truths and see that these people are in lack based upon the fact that they tried you. It's over. But every time you even consider or concern yourself about what they doing, you missing out. Because now I'm seeing 555 in the room. You hear me? That's somebody's confirmation. I'm trying to tell you, when you stop giving them your attention, you're going to realize that that light no longer shines on them because they ain't had that light within. Now you're going to realize that really they was trying to finesse you out of that position. You are the light. You better let that shit shine. Because you've been shining the whole time, but you've been following your shit around. So those past partners that you was chasing down, trying to chase for them to choose you, how'd that work out? Now you starting to realize, just like that spotlight, you no longer chasing them to try to put that light on them. Now you putting that light on you. Now you starting to illuminate the truth. Now you starting to have certain abundance, love, light, and positivity come through, but you had to focus on you, chosen ones. That's it. Because you are a reflection of who your true divine partner that's going to be coming in. You have to get right. But you got to really use your light. These people is not like that, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you, they not so bright. You starting to realize that. Half these people could talk the talk, but they was not walking that walk. Half these people was talking the talk, but they didn't know what they was talking about. They was just repeating that shit from somebody else. Some of these people, again, seem like they was so intellectual, but you know how you see people that's intelligent, but they lack common sense. So again, to somebody who don't know no better, they seem like they know everything. But then when you start to ask questions, they can't explain. They can't break shit down. They just repeated what they heard. See, you starting to see the difference. Now you seeing like, damn, shorty had a lot of nerve. She try to act like they a teacher. He or she try to be a teacher, but didn't even know shit. They was repeating what other people said. They truly wasn't focused. See, a lot of these people can read 1,000,000 books, hear that shit, and know how to repeat everything line for line. Whereas the divine chosen ones, y'all be fucking up words when y'all sing. Y'all be messing up words into the songs all day. Y'all be remixing shit like Jack, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call him out. But you be remixing songs, chosen ones. You be singing shit, don't even know the words to it. You be adding certain shit to it. Why? Why? Because you not no follower. You not no repeat ass person. You really like that for real. So there again, I'm trying to tell you, there's certain people that can repeat shit that they heard. They can turn slow music on with some rain and some birds. Try to act like they so zen. Act like this information came from them. When God's sitting there looking at them like, I ain't even tell you that shit. Who you got that from? That sound like something that I told my chosen one that you now trying to tell people so you can get certain attention, try to get certain word, man, and recognition. Come on now. We know what it is. So why would you even sit there and try to persuade a peasant that you the shit? Why would you even parlay with these peasant ass energies? Whoever wants to believe it, believe it. You ain't got to prove yourself to them. You already proved yourself to the divine. That's why God trusted you with that position. That's why God trusted you with this information. That's why God is taking you to certain places. Let them be complacent with that so-so shit. And whoever trusts and believe that, they gonna get what they get. That's not for you to keep trying to tell them. You don't see. So think of this, chosen ones. You know how, say that you standing right there outside, right? And you see a tornado coming. You see a twister forming from afar. And you like, hey, yo, y'all don't see that shit? Everybody acting all nonchalant. Like, no, what you mean? And you like, you don't see that twister forming? You don't see that funnel forming? And they are, no. And then all of a sudden, your ass start taking off running. Like, I'm not about to stay here stuck with you. If y'all can't see that storm's coming through, if you can't see that tornado about to come and hit you, what you look like standing right there to persuade these people they should run? Your ass get running. Don't you get moving. Don't be sitting there trying to persuade them on why they should do that. Don't sit there and persuade them on why they should be choosing you and disconnecting from those past karmic individuals. Why they should really, what the fuck I look like? If I sit there and be complacent and stay stagnant and stuck here trying to persuade you that there's certain danger near, then that means I could get hit too. That means that storm that God warned me about could take me out too. So I'm not, no. You take off, you know how, and guess what? You know how they say certain groups of people, how we see one person running, we ain't asking no questions. We running too. Like, man, fuck that shit. I don't care. If I could look crazy running with you and it turns out that you wasn't running from no shit, or I could see you running and stay stuck in that place and it ends up turning out to be shit. Oh no, I'm not. What? If I see you running, I'm running too. And after we get a little far up, I'm going to ask you like, hey, yo, what we running from? Or where we running to? I'm not going to sit there and wait for danger to get near for me to sit there and realize I ain't need to be there. Oh, no, I'm running. Where we running to? Oh, all right. Oh, you was just running to the ice cream truck? Well, shit. Matter of fact, now I got an appetite. I can grab one too. I'm not going to be, hell no. Which I look like? Nope. So stop being foolish. Stop trying to get these people to go with you. They seen certain, you got signs because God speaks through you that a hurricane was going to come through. And these people sitting there, and I'm talking about energetically. I ain't even just talking about the physical, but God told you a storm's going to come. He gave you, he's the meteorologist in a sense. That's your intuition. He telling you a storm's going to come. It's going to be bigger than anything that you ever seen. There's certain people that are used to certain karmic things and used to getting through certain obstacles, so they like, nah, I'm gonna stay stuck. I know I can get through this too. And you telling them like, nah, this ain't no storm you used to. See, the people in New Orleans thought that Katrina was just a regular shit. There's certain people that should have tried to get out, but their finances didn't permit it. But there's other people that was like, oh, nah, this is something that we went through before. We can get through it again. All of a sudden, Katrina came around. This was not the typical storm that they used to. Certain barriers got broke. Now all of these creatures now can come through. I'm trying to tell you, chosen one, they thinking that because they got through certain toxic shit before, or because they survived those death attempts before, because they survived those heartaches before, that they are cool with being in that dangerous ass location. Because just like as far as New Orleans or Louisiana, whatever the case may be, just like, again, they knew that they was located under that ocean line. So that's just like individuals mentally that are not connected to divine, they connected to karmic, so they right under that safe line. They know that if those levees break, that all that shit's gonna come in and they sealed their fate. So there's certain people that, again, they like, I went through this before. I did this cool. They stayed in the stagnant energy, stayed with these karmic ass individuals. They stayed with these people. You understand me? They was out here being evil. They thought because they got through it before, they can get through it again. Or because these people that try to do magic on them before, that they was going to get through it again. But then God was like, this ain't the same storm that you thought. You heard me? Because now when those levees broke and those alligators came through, sharks start flowing up the stream, and these people start trying to get out, it was too late. But unlike you listen. They sealed their fate. When God showed you that certain storms was going to come, you believed them and you got your ass on. You like, cool. If I end up spending this bread and going to a different city instead, if I end up taking this money and it could turn out to be a wasted trip, cool. But what if something truly big happens? Now you just saved you by listening to God and making those moves. You had to get to higher ground. When you seen certain signs and synchronicities come about, even when the sun seemed like it was out, even when this person was smiling in your face, acting like they was truly your spouse, these friends was acting like they was your friends, but they really was your foes. This family acting like they was for you, but they was trying to keep you from your goals. See, you started to see through what they was showing you, and just because it appeared sunny that day, you knew that warning that God told you that that storm was going to come through. So you listened, and you made your move. Now these people stayed there. They was complacent. They laughed at you. They sat there and called you out your name, called your ass crazy too. But you got the higher ground. Now look at them. They going down, and these motherfuckers can't swim. They was banking on these practitioners to help them. They was banking on you to come back and save them. Oh, nah. You should have listened when the chosen ones was saying that shit. When we try to spare you, when we try to save you, you try to sabotage us. You try to keep us from speaking our truths. You try to get people to target us too. I'm trying to tell you. And you know how many practitioners come on here and get mad because I be telling you not to go to them? These Orishas, whatever you call it, man, I'm trying to tell you. Now they know. Chosen ones is nothing to play with. See, they could look like your people, but you not my people. You may act like you spiritual, but your ass is evil. We ain't gotta conjure up shit. We ain't gotta do magic. That magic's within. So do you know how many people come on my shit trying to sabotage me? But best believe I just keep speaking that shit because I ain't never ran from a bully. I beat them bitches up. What are you, man? I'm trying to tell you. I ain't never been the type. I'm the type that, nah, I'm cool. I keep my cool state of myself. I ain't with that fight. But shorty, if you step up, best believe it's going to go down. And when I say go down, I ain't talking about me. It's going to be you laying on that ground. I'm trying to tell you. You know how many Orishas, whatever the you call them, people that's telling you to give up certain offerings, not even realize what you offering into. They sitting there trying to sacrifice you, trying to use the fact that you trying to get closer to source, and they trying to get you closer to that shit. Man, what you thought it is? I'ma always be telling on y'all. I'ma always blow y'all's cover. Y'all will never be comfortable. I'm trying to tell you. And they see it too. Certain practitioners trying to cop the deuce. Now y'all trying to be cool, trying to talk about, oh, I see the light in you. Shorty, you in the dark. You is not my people. Fuck out of here. What you thought it is? Never been one of them. Always been hard-headed. Never try to fit in. I don't give a damn about your opinion. I don't care about who support me as long as God's backing me. None of y'all bitches can bully me. I guarantee that. I'm trying to tell you, they only had power on the fact that they had you doubt you. They only had power when you was paying attention to too many numbers, when you was worrying about who was viewing you, numbers coming through for you, you trying to go viral on some shit that you shouldn't do. I'll be looking at these TikTokers selling their soul, trying to get some pay. Trying to sell them soul to have people look their way. They be out here eating shit knowing it ain't healthy for them. I done seen certain TikTokers gain mad weight eating certain shit to try to get attention. Now certain shit's not going right with them. They about to lose their life for a viral video that people are going to look back when they see your ass missing. You stupid. You out here doing shit for likes, for a trend, when your ass needs to be going in, and God will naturally align you with your true divine crew. People that's not going to want to see you do the most, they going to see you for your truth. I ain't got to be out here persuading people to choose me, select me, believe me. God speaks on behalf of me. I'm trying to tell you. Chosen ones. We ain't never been no hype beast. You understand me? We ain't never been no followers. We don't follow trends. We set that shit. We trendsetters. You understand me? So again, if you gotta do the most for you to get a view, if you gotta do the most to get other individuals to like you too, that means that you will forever be unhappy because these people sway. Certain people that change all day. So therefore, you would never feel that. Man, I'm trying to tell you. These are do it for the vine. These are the same do it for the vine ass people. These the same do it for like ass people. These the same do it for the devil ass people. They not really divine because they would have been authentically them the whole time. We ain't got to tell you that we the light. When you see that light shine, you come on now. What are you doing? You better get your confidence up. You better know who you connecting with. You better be paying attention to certain names that these people give. I'm trying to tell you, if they out here man, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you see through that shit. This person's called wicked this. This person's called demonic that. I don't even play when people talk about they on demon time. Get your ass away from me. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not playing about God. I'm authentically me. I get to be me at all times. God chooses the true chosen ones that's going to stay in their truth, be authentically them, not listen to other people when they tell them to make certain moves. We are the person, we the line leaders. We don't sit there and allow these so-so ass individuals with no soul to lead us. What they leading us to? And who's leading them or who led them to come to you? We not one of those chosen ones. But you feeling yourself now. I ain't even got to really stay on that too much because you feeling yourself now. You may have got turned down when you was younger by certain people that wasn't for you. Now you shooting your shot with the finest individual in that room. Your confidence up. Have you ever seen somebody where you like, so-and-so is real fine, but they partner may not look, you know what I'm saying? You may not agree. Like, damn, how so-and-so get that person? They confidence, they energy, they believe that they that for real. So guess what? Other people gonna feel that too. Every time you doubt you, people can feel that as you enter the room. There's some of y'all that when you go in the room, people energetically acknowledge you. They look up. You like all it's you gotta think like the beginning of a Lion King when you hear that song come on and all them lions and all that shit look up and they see. No, I'm trying to tell you. Your energy speak for itself. That's why it's important. That's how you're gonna pick out who's not truly for you. You are going to acknowledge that because again, you're going to see what's headed towards you. If you still doubting you and feel like people going to play you, you're not ready for your divine boo yet. And that's cool. Work on you a little bit longer so that when they come through, you believe them when they tell you that they love you, that you believe them when they say they want to be with you, that you believe them when they smile and compliment you. You got to believe it. But if you still doubting it, it's cool. Work on you a little bit longer. So that when your true divine comes through, you don't sabotage that like those other people sabotage you. So you don't drop the ball that God's trying to pass to you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen one. You feeling yourself. You starting to try little outfits out, show your shape a little bit. Certain masculines, again, you stepping into something powerful positions. Now you can actually acknowledge your feelings and speak them. Now you sitting there telling shorty like, listen, I think you beautiful. I think you fine. I know that you mine. I talked to the divine. He told me that. That light didn't shine. Every time people gonna start talking that shit to you. And you gonna be looking and smiling. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, even pertaining to me. Thank you so much, Precious. I appreciate you. I'm trying to tell you, somebody like me, a raspy voice, I be down there on DMX at all times. And don't let it be before 8 o'clock a.m. or 8 p.m. at night. I'm gonna fuck around sound like Barry White. People like, sir, is shorty there? Like, oh, no, that's me. But that raspy hit in. You hear me? But now, soon as I'm around my divine boo, I start sounding like Kim K. I start sounding all cute. I'm out here, baby this, baby that. You heard me. Cheeks all red and flustered when I see their ass. I'm just like, oh. Ooh, I'm trying to tell you, I used to say this when I was younger. I'm like, damn, I better not have no emergency. Because if somebody heard me yelling from a back alley, they be like, yo, sir, what is going on? Because I never could. I used to be like, when I see people get scared and they had that high-pitched voice and they scream, I used to be like, damn, why that shit don't come through me? I used to be like, damn, they be like, sir, if you don't shut your ass up yelling like that. But all of a sudden now I'm hitting them high notes like Maxwell, like, what? Look at you getting me in my divine feminine energy. Look at you making me see how my little shape. Now you starting to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? See a little shape on you, wearing little tight clothes based upon the fact that you inspired by your boo, but he ain't tell you to. You just wanting to do it for you. Like, let me try something else out. Let me try something else out real quick. You heard me? Let me try a little something different. They gonna make you naturally want to be a softer side of you. And divine masculine is you too. You gonna be laid up on your boo's chest, looking at it and smiling and shit. Everybody asks you, as soon as you hear her name, all your goals is showing. They gonna be like, damn, shorty got your mind going. And you gonna have their mind going way before they get any of that. So imagine how it's going to be when they finally get a hint of that. You heard me. They love you and are attracted to you based upon how they energetically feel with you. You they peace. You they comfort. They feel protected with you. You heard me. So these divine masculines, they going to start speaking their truth too. Like, yo, you beautiful. They going to sound like music, soul child. You heard me. They gonna be on some shit. They gonna be talking all this softness. Again, it's gonna be feeling like you watching the grills video with Nelly talking about smile for me, daddy. Let me see your grills. You gonna see all of that. You heard me. They gonna try to tell you. And there's certain people that are going to be, anybody doubt you, anybody try you, they going to be on their ass. But the difference is you're not going to ask them to. You're not going to put them in a situation where something can happen to them. But just know if it ever gets a little, you understand, they going to go to war about you because they had to go through that war in order to get to you. You heard me? So embrace this off the side. Smile. Enjoy this vibe. If you shoot your shot, erase the message right after. If you are scared on what they gonna say what you feel drawn to say and be like, cool. If they want it, cool. If not, that's cool too. You keep doing you. Again, if you feel a certain type of way, because I'm somebody who looks back on messages like, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. Why did I say that? But it was real. So then I said that. Now I'm all nervous on the response I'm going to get back. I'm deleting that whole chat log. I'm deleting that whole chat log so I don't keep being in my head about what you could potentially say back to it. I'm deleting that chat log. I'm deleting it. I'm deleting it. You heard me. So if you respond back, then I know how you feel. But if you say that you don't feel how I feel, that's cool too. I'm not going to stop shooting my shot because you don't feel like you my divine boo. I'm going to acknowledge that you was my first choice. But just like choice, you got choices too. So if this person don't want to step up, that was practice for your next boo. I'm not, what? I'm trying to tell you, like, you know what? Okay, cool. So this next person, I'm going to take this approach. This is all training purposes for you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen one. And not that you're going to be hopping from person to person, but you're not going to take it personally that they don't feel how you feel at that point. Or you're not going to take it personally that they don't want to make those moves. You still feel how you feel about those individuals, but you acknowledge that they want to stick in their truths. Okay, cool. If you don't feel that yet, I'm still feeling me. If you don't feel that, okay, cool. God's going to have me have another sight to see. Because if one don't get right, they got to get left. If this person don't step up, they going to have to step off. And God's going to still have you blessed. Know that. It's practice. Everything's been practiced. Think of how you did with your past boo. They only prepared you for your true divine boo. You would never talk to your true divine boo how you talk to that past person. Because think of how that person made you feel. So you could have cussed their asses out. You could have talked about their mother. You could have talked about their brother. You could have talked about their sister. You could have talked about their friend. You could have talked that shit based upon the fact that how they made you feel within. But all of a sudden, now when you're around your true divine boo, there's certain things that you would never say to that individual. They would never see that mean side of you. They'll never see that reckless side of you. They'll never see you again acting how you did with your past person because they not the same person as them. You're going to honor them. You're going to nurture them. You're going to love on them. You're going to encourage them. You're going to protect them. I'm trying to tell you, but you got to pay attention to how you feel within. You heard me? Because there's certain things that you said too. But you may have said it based upon what other people said to you. But you know that this new person would never cross that line. So now you ain't even got to show their ass that side. You heard me? Just know that. That's it. Don't listen to what the past person said. Because the past person's still trying to hop in your energy. The same person who looked over you, try to finesse you, they going to show up in your dreams now. Trying to get a hold of you. And in those dreams, I'm trying to tell you, a red flag's going to come off like, ew. You're going to see them fucked up. You're going to look at them like, it's a no for me. You're going to energetically feel that it was a death. Like, you're going to energetically feel like, ew, they a mess. You're going to be looking at them like, they could have had a perfect smile when you used to know them. Now they mouths on yuck. Out here looking like little yuck mouth. Other person could have used to smell so good. Now, when you smell them, they smell like axe sprayed over ass. You like, ugh. It's a no for me. Something ain't right. Something ain't, because you can energetically feel. I said this example before, right? So don't stink. That's what it is, beautifuls. You know I was just about to say that. They so don't stink. They ain't do the work. That's like, again, I always say this, like somebody who used to stare, because some of y'all had some funky ass siblings too. And you might have been that funky motherfucker who used to do it, but I ain't here to judge. But you know, people who, They turn the water on. The soap's right there. They could wash their hands, but instead they turn the water on to act like they wash their hands. Or they turn that shower on and step outside the shower and didn't put a hint of water or soap to that ass. They then want to come out acting like they really washed, splash a little bit of few drops on them, spray a little spray on them. But when you walk past them and that wind comes back and you like, damn, what had happened? Like, You know that. That's equivalent to these individuals who are going to try to come back to you and act like they did the work. They going to, again, say little things like, oh, you was right, or I learned my lesson. That's equivalent to them putting their hand in the water and splashing it over them, acting like they washed that ass in a sense. Stinky. Oh, nah. Because when I came in that tub, that soap is still there at the same spot. That rag is damn near stiff like it got arthritis in that shit. Like, what did you do? But use my damn water, acting like you was washing, and still came out funky. I'm confused. It's like, no stinker butt. Because if you accept these people, think of if you in a group, right? And you walking past them and that pushback wind comes back and that person that you with truly didn't wash their ass, and those people that is cute that you walking by on that bench, they smell that wind and they look at you like, Listen. It's okay. I told y'all my phone be getting hot because I be out in the element. Let me turn that air on. Can y'all hear me? Look, it ain't no, I promise you ain't no demons or devils out here trying to mess with the signal. That shit got hot like those asses we talking about. You hear me? The phone was like, nah, we gonna show them how hot we talking about. We gonna tell them how funky, how hot that shit is. So you already know we gonna bring that shit back in a sense. And just so y'all know it's gonna be on my YouTube after this. So everything's gonna come together, alright? But listen, chosen ones, you gotta think, just like you walking in the crowd with your friends, this funky that you was with, who truly didn't wash their ass in a sense, you understand me? All of a sudden, you walking around or walking past somebody cute. That means you are walking with some karmics who are some funky ass individuals, but you really are passing your true divine boo. And all of a sudden, because you got those people with so long stink around you, people out here looking at you when that wind hits them, they sitting there thinking it's your ass. Like, Now you try and give them certain hints, certain clues to let them know that it's those people you with and not you, instead of just removing yourself from that group so that they can get up close and personal and truly smell you. You better know that. You hear me? Because you're going to, chosen ones, you're going to energetically smell, energetically feel who's not right. Who truly didn't heal? Who truly didn't wash their ass in a sense? They just try to spray some Axe on some ass. It's a no for me. You heard me? You gotta think. You could be in the club if that's what you like to do. You out here turning on your Gotti. Got that set. You standing on the, you understand, standing on the couch, doing your little dance. Then your shorty, your karmic ass friend, comes back and starts twerking, and people all of a sudden get a whiff of that twerk wind, and now everybody's damn near throwing up. They trying to get out. They looking at you like, you know what, as they start to step down from your couch, it's like, No. You out here talking about, you went from go best friend, go to, damn, go best friend, go wash that ass. Go cleanse that soul. Like, that shit is not right. You sitting there looking around like, am I the only person that's smelling that smell? Like, I know the fuck. You might even start to check you. Like, the fuck? I know that ain't. You checking your shoes and shit. Smelling your breath. Like, I know I got a cavity, but that shit can't be it. You starting to see. And that's equivalent to you picking up certain things energetically. Like, karma's coming. Shorty's always complaining. Shorty keeps having all these losses. You starting to look at you like, what the fuck? I gotta make sure that I ain't stepping that shit too. You out here again. You gonna go from saying go best friend, go to go take your ass home. I don't even want to dance no more. I don't even want to eat. They out here acting like shorty off the Players Club. You understand? Like, Now you starting to see shit like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Soul on stink. You out here like, stink about. Now that stinker butt, now they smiling thinking you giving them compliments. It's like, no, I'm saying your butt stink. Like, something ain't right. Like, you must not be swiping in that shit right. Like, you must not be. What kind of soap you use? Dial? Girl, you need some Dove, and you damn near need a hint of bleach. Like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. If it ain't right, it gotta get left. I'm trying to tell you. There's other individuals you gonna pick up on their energy too. Now let's talk. Now this gonna be real in a sense, right? Chosen ones. There's some of you that was violated when you was younger, right? There's some of you that was violated physically, sexually, mentally, right? So this is equivalent to when you was a kid, you could have been asleep and then somebody came in, right? So as you was asleep, somebody came in and violated you when you was asleep or tried to do them things, right? Now hear me out, because we went from joking, but I gotta tell you this for real, right? There's certain people that when you was violated as a kid, you have certain triggers now. So you can't be connected to a partner who's out here talking about, I'm gonna wake you up doing this, I'm gonna wake you up doing that. Because it's going to trigger something within you, and you not thinking about what this individual's trying to do. If they trying to please you, you're going to think about those evil individuals who targeted you when you was in your youth, and they did the same thing as these individuals. So there's certain people that, again, they looking at you like you crazy because you looking at them like a predator because of they carrying the same soul in a sense as those individuals you used to be connected with. So while you sleep, they violating you the same way that those predators used to do, and it triggers you. And now people talking about, oh, nah, you not cool, or oh, nah, you a square, but they acting like a predator. They ass don't belong there. They out here acting like Junior off the Player Club. And you like, nah, I'm just here to dance. Meanwhile, they gonna try to have you in that room, lock your ass up, and violate you, then try to act like what they didn't do it wasn't true. I'm trying chosen ones. So I want you to realize as things progress, why you feel the way that you felt, why people can't do certain shit, why you don't need somebody waking you up out of your sleep to some shit, why they couldn't wait till you was woke up and then get into it. It's just, you gotta know that there's predators that try to act like they your partner. There's certain predators that's your child mother or father that's violating you and acting because you have a baby with them that shit is cool. They acting like because you in a relationship with them too. People don't believe that when you in a partnership that those partners can violate you too. You hear me? Because there's certain baby fathers that done violated, certain baby mothers that done did the same shit. But because you gave them a title, you are accepting it. When they really predators, that soul that you don't defeat, that not even soul, that demon that you don't beat, they still will come through because that cycle's still connected to you. So you still going to be violated by anybody that's close to you. So know that what you feeling is not because you have all this shit that you unhealed with. It's because you with the wrong person who don't get it. You don't need to get woken up to some shit. They need to wake you up and know that your mind's right and that you cool with it. The person is not going to try to be sneaky. They not going to try to take. But again, a lot of you feel like because they have a certain title that it's a cool for them to act that way. It's a no. Because you don't realize wives get violated too. Husbands get violated too. You understand me? There's certain ways that you can feel that person's drunk. And you like, damn, if I fight them off, it's going to be worse. So you give into that. Not realizing that you still a victim, but they try to persuade you that you're not a victim because they make you feel like you belong to them. When really that's the same thing that predator used to do to you too. Used to threaten you to stay quiet or tell you that nobody was going to believe you. Let that shit go. You hear me? You got your true divine boo that's going to protect you. He not going to violate you. She not going to violate you. She not going to do these things to you. Her soul and his soul ain't going to be on stink, so you ain't got to worry about that smell sticking to you. They going to respect you. They going to protect you. They going to know what you went through. And instead of using it against you to try to say, well, if this person did it or you didn't have worse happen to you, why would they still want to put you through something similar that you came from? There's certain people that'll keep using your past against you. Oh, your family violated you. Oh, your mother did this. Your mother did that. And they fuck around and do the same thing. But because they don't feel like they did it the same way, they feel like it's still not a problem. It's the same thing. Disconnect. Disconnect. You hear me? Disconnect. That ain't for you. Your true divine boo's gonna automatically respect you. Your true divine boo is automatically going to get you. Your true divine boo is energetically going to feel when you feel a certain type of way without you telling them. They going to reach out to you instead of you reaching out to them. They going to reach out like, everything cool? I found a little change within you. Everything's cool? Now I just called to tell you I love you. It's going to be a big difference. You hear me? So stop allowing these people, these parents, these partners, these friends to justify them doing the same shit that these other people did just because they feel like they doing it nicer than them. A violation is a violation. You hear me? Mentally, verbally, sexually, physically, a violation is a violation, no matter who it is violating. You hear me? So please know that. You hear me? Please know that. You hear me? It's not, you not crazy. But since you healed you and no longer connected to these type of individuals, when you disconnect from that mother who allowed her partner to violate you, when you disconnected from that family who told you to keep it in the family, don't speak your truth, when you finally protect the inner child of you, those demons no longer have access to you, so things won't get repeated. You hear me? It will never happen again. If it's happening over and over, then that means you still connected to the person who started it. That mother, that father, that sister, that brother, that past lover, so on and so forth. If that, because again, if you finally kill that shit at the source, and I don't mean physically, but God's going to physically get them out of there, I promise you. But when you finally cut that shit from the head of the beast, everything that was like it, that was similar to it, disappears too. Because you permanently removed that person who was connected to you that had those things come through. You hear me? So just know that. We no longer being with these individuals whose souls on stink. We no longer justifying these violators. We no longer accepting that so-so shit. We no longer chasing people that don't want to be kept. We no longer persuading people our truths. We no longer going to sell ourselves short for these so-so ass individuals. We know that we better than that. Know that you'll never go through what you went through again, but you got to disconnect from the head of the beast. You better beat them demons the fuck up. You don't become them. You hear me? But listen, I got to get up off here because I do have a few readings to do. Please remember, I only got one TikTok, one Instagram, and one YouTube. I'll never reach out to you for a reading. That's something that you gotta be ready for, because I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm gonna tell you about your past, what you went through. I'm gonna tell you what people are doing towards you. I'm gonna tell you the truth about your boo. I'm gonna tell you the truth about your people too, as well as what's heading towards you. But you have to be ready for that, because I'm not sugarcoating no shit, because that's going to keep you complacent in that stagnancy. I'm not doing that. You better than that, all right? I love you so much. Again, please make sure Orlando, Florida, Baltimore, Maryland, the virtual classes too. So not only the cities I'm physically coming to, the virtual classes too. The link's in my bio. Please make sure you get your tickets before the date of that show, because they going up quick. You know, I only like a small setting. Why? Because I want to be able to give you my attention, answer certain questions, as well as I'm going to read you in real time. That's it. So certain things you don't even feel comfortable telling people, I'm going to tell you about you so that you feel comfortable with speaking your truth, because I already see through you. You heard me? Just know I love you, babies. Thank you so much. Again, I'm going to upload this live a little later on YouTube. Greensboro, North Carolina, it was sold out. I added a few tickets because certain people reached out. So we might got like 2 or 3 tickets left. I ain't even going live. May 7th, it's going to be a beautiful vibe. This the party that you never had. When I say that, I'm talking about you never get acknowledged. You ain't never got your flowers. You never had people show up on behalf of you. You never had people around you that truly loved you and accepted you. I'm going to make sure you feel all that love. You heard me? We going to have a vibe, baby. It's a beautiful time. We going to make memories together that's going to last a lifetime. I promise you. You heard me? I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. But remember, if you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Y'all be great.